How did your production skills develop throughout this project?
Production-wise, let me tell you, we grew a lot. You know, first we were starting out with the concept, the characters, the vibe, but you know, it's got to be brought to life somehow. And that was a whole different level that we had not thought about, but we still were ready to encounter. Because at the end of the day, you know, making a movie is really just thinking about the story and thinking about how you're going to make the story true, you know? And starting out, the first area that we really leveled up in would be the technical side of post-production and using CapCut as our editing software. And it was really a game changer, but at the same time it was really a challenge because we had to learn how to build tension, not just visually, but through sound and figuring out how to use non-diegetic sound, for example, the eerie music, the atmosphere's tones, that the characters can't hear but the audience definitely feels. And we also worked with soundtracks, you know, layering them carefully to guide the mood and learning how to time those sounds with character reactions or slow reveals, you know, slow panning. And that was one of the most powerful tools that we gained, you know. CapCut really made it manageable once we got a hang of it, and it was a really good tool to utilize, you know. But not everything wasn't definitely smooth at one point because you know, one of our biggest challenges was finding the right camera angles to match the mood that we wanted. We had, you know, strong visualizations in our head, and we had to go back and study, and we fixed it through research. You know, we made sure to pay attention to the things such as high angles to make the characters look small, and wide shots to isolate them in a frame, for example, the hallway scene, and slow tracking shots to build suspense, which was also used in the end. And once we started thinking like that, it completely shifted how we approached our cinematography. And creatively, we grew a lot when it came to directing, you know, learning how to get emotional performances from our actresses, especially in scenes with no dialogue. Fear, body language, which pushed us out of our comfort zone, but you know, in the end, it helped us tell the story far more effectively. And looking back now, you know, the skills we gained, editing, sound design, shot composition, directing, they weren't just, you know, technical, but they made us into better storytellers. And you know, it just really brought us all together as a whole and creators.